Excuse the bad hair. I just woke up at like 6:30. I read what's happening and oh shit. Oh dude, the forums are going nuts. Reddit's going nuts. This is insane. There is no better time than this clip right here. Like, I feel like when BSG put this post out, they should have just had this on loop the whole time.
And here we go.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of the changes they made with the technical update, and then we'll get to the big kahuna one. Yes, the one everyone's talking about, the anti-RMT one, but let's just quickly run down a couple of these other fixes. Scav raiders and rogues are no longer aggressive to player scavs if they kill a PMC. This has been an issue for a while, and I'm happy they fixed it. Fix possible breach of rain animations inside buildings on customs, reserve, shoreline, and lighthouse. This happens on interchange. I'm hoping it's the same thing. I hope interchange is still fixed, but awesome. You know, it's sometimes raining inside buildings. Fix one of the possible reasons of missing a visual and sound effects of grenade explosions. This is something we can all agree with. Sometimes we didn't hear our grenade go off. We didn't know if it went off. Great fix. Okay, this so far so good, right? Fix the behavior of raiders when one of them is killed by a player. Fix the Rishala's logic of medicine usage. That makes sense. Fix the reaction of bots to smoke grenades. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess if you threw a smoke, they'd go nuts. Fix the incorrect display of adjustable magnification while using the Schmidt and Bender. Fixed unnatural hand position during the animation of reloading of MP443. Scavs, raiders, and rogues will no longer take positions close to players when engaging them. Fix animation freezes of characters in the loading screen, okay. And then fix the significant damage reduction when shooting through Terra group tarps. Okay, awesome. All this stuff is like, yeah, great, good. But now let's talk about the thing that's really setting the forums on fire, though. This is just like awesome. Yeah, who cares? Like let's be honest, like who cares about this stuff right now, because we need to talk about the biggest thing. The one thing everyone is losing their mind about, though, is them battling now RMTs, right? So if you guys don't know what RMT stands for, it's real money traders, and this new update is bringing a fix to hopefully combat those people, right? The people that are cheating and then selling everything that they get from raid for real money in the world. So some of the specific items without the found in raid status will receive a new property. In an attempt to discard these items in raid, they will be destroyed. In other words, if you take the specific items from the list below to the raid in advance and attempt to give them to other players, then in the process of discarding, they will be destroyed. This change is intended to combat RMT and boosting. When attempting to drop restricted item, a warning dialog box will appear with the text, "Warning, the following items will be permanently lost." So I saw this on a stream. Someone had something just like a key in their backpack, and they tried to drop it, and there was like this big warning box that came out saying like it's not going to be discarded, it'll be destroyed. It's actually really interesting. Yeah, we'll get like, I just want to tell you the specifics, and then right after this I'll go into like my thoughts on this whole thing, right? So some items without the found in raid status will be destroyed if players try to discard it from their inventory and ignores the warning. Players places it in their backpack, pockets, or chest rig and gets killed by another player, or tries to drop any container, backpack, chest rig containing this limited item. So this is just saying, hey, if you want to work around this and try to just, you know, die with this in your backpack, it still is destroyed, it's still gone. And then also, if a player dies, the limited items in the secure container will not be destroyed. So you can still bring in keys, obviously, into your secure container, and even if they're not found in raid, when you die, they're still there. Okay, so this change will be applied to the following items: money, all barter items with some permissions, and I'll show you the permissions in a second, keys and key cards, containers, specific armband, info items, and specific melee weapons. So you got the Taiga on here, you got the Red Rebel, you got the M2 tactical sword, and the Kiba Arms tactical tomahawk. I thought, you know what, the Taiga and the Red Rebel for sure, but I'm guessing the M2 and the tomahawk, I'm guessing they're worth a lot of money. So if a person drops a significant amount of the, I have no clue why those are on there. But anyways, So item that can be discarded in a limited quantity. So rubles, 20,000 rubles you can still drop, which makes sense because if you're at a pay to extract, your buddy doesn't have money for the pay to extract, you can still drop them some cash. Okay. Golden neck chain 3 pieces, gunpowder kite 3 pieces, tool set 2 pieces. These are task specific items for certain tasks, so I'm guessing that's why they're still on there. The roller submarine, gold wristwatch, a paracord, silicone tube 1, and injectors 1 of each type. Okay. They're really going after RMTs. Now let's just talk about this. Like as my mom would say, let's rap about this a little bit, kids. I don't think she says that, but okay, here, let's talk about it. I've recorded this part. This is my, I think, 4th time because I'm just trying to get my thoughts down. Like I said, I just woke up. I really don't know how to think about this, but I will say a couple of things. One, if you are in raid with a buddy, you're playing with a duo or a trio, and one of your buddies dies or 2 of your buddies dies, you don't have to worry. You can bring out their gear. So you can still bring out their guns and drop it for them the next raid, or their armor or whatever. But at the same time, doesn't that mean you think the RMTers are just going to figure out what the best bang for their 1x1 slot is for weapon parts or something, and then just drop those to a person, and then that person just sells it all to mechanic and they make a bunch of money? Also, you're still going to be able to drop weapon parts, obviously, for your buddies if they are doing some gunsmith that they can't find something for. So that's still safe. But like all barter items, that just seems like you can't drop a DVD right now. A DVD drive, you cannot drop it or else it gets deleted. I think there should have been a little more stipulation on the barter items. I don't think it should have been all. I could see some of these things for sure, but it just seems like they're just casting a wide net right now, and maybe hopefully they'll roll it back a little bit so it's not so severe. But it definitely feels like, yeah, they're just putting a bandage over a bullet hole. Like that's what it feels like. And the thing is though, this is the only thing they've come up with to fix it. They've probably had meetings hundreds of times about this because they can see stuff behind the scenes. They have stats, and it's obviously a lot more rampant than we think. I think that's what it is. It's this RMT thing is a lot bigger than we all think. And this is the only idea they've come up with to fix it. So now I think it's time for the whole community to come together as a hive mind and come up with a better idea. We have to, you guys. I don't have an idea off the top of my head that's better than this, but there has to be an idea that would fix this. There has to be, if we all put our heads together, there has to be an idea that's better than this on combating RMT. Because if you guys see, if you look at Reddit a lot or the forums for Tarkov, a lot of posts about cheating, right? A lot of posts. Like every day there's at least one about how many cheaters there are in the game, and they're doing what they can for sure. I know that for a fact, but obviously I think they're seeing it as, the reason most people are cheating is RMT. Like I'm guessing that's a vast majority of people why they cheat. And even Nikita said, I think a year ago on a podcast, they said they don't ban cheaters right away because they look at some of the things that they're doing, right? They don't ban them straight away because they want to follow them along and see what they're doing. And obviously they've been doing this for over a year now, and they're noticing that, the vast majority of the cheaters are just RMTers. So if they just put a kibosh to the RMTers, cheaters are going to go down significantly. I just don't know. This is insane. I am streaming later on today. I'm probably going to have my head on straight. As you can tell from, everything right now, it's super early. I'm just trying to get this out there so that you guys have the information on what's going on. But this is one of the biggest changes ever to Tarkov. And it's kind of funny that this change came before you not being able to put things into your secure container from raid. I always wanted to try that out for a whole wipe, and I thought it would make sense because when you're in raid and you kill someone and they found a LEDX or something, they can't put it up their butt. So it's like even more excitement to go after someone now in raid. but they don't want to make this change, but they'll make this RMT. Like I thought we'd see nothing in the security container way before we saw something like this, but hey, color me surprised, right? So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really want to know your thoughts on this. Like, definitely, you know, keep it a little PG. Like, let's not go too nuts, but tell me what your thoughts are. If you have ideas to fix RMTing other than doing something so drastic like this, put it in the comments. And thank you. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, you know, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It means the world to me. And yeah, until next time, I'll just talk to everyone later.